Why they hating on the low? Get around these rap niggas talking about blow smoke when they know. When they see me in the field, got knocked, came home and did another drill and they know. I've been sliding on my eyes. Grandma staying while you wildin' on my block and they know. Kick your Chevy, get the guap. Loki next day I hit the tell them not the box and they know.
What is up with the YouTube world? It's Coffee tapping back in, man. And how about that Loki right there? That ish go hard, man. He said, why's Wack100 hating on the Loki? He's asking Adam22, yo, Adam, ask your man what's up. Why you hating on the low? Because as I'm sure everyone knows, right, Wack and Adam22 is like the same dude in many ways, which is crazy. That's why Adam knows Wack got him backdoored by Hey Sean Martin out there in Hawaii, because they both rock the same way, man. Like, my mind is blown all over the place right now. For those that just saw the new point and shoot video over there on Point and Shoot Forever secondary channel, I'm so glad he did that, man. It's crazy what's going on right now. We're in the midst of this lawsuit that he's bringing forth. Like, everyone tap in with it. All this ish that's going on, all because the man is winning, I shouldn't say was, is winning, making great content. The people are supporting him, right? Like, he's the people's champ, the sheriff is. Adam could never be that. Wack100 could never be that. Like, they've made strides and done big things in content, but people don't actually like them. People don't actually, like, the platform is what it is and it continues to do what it do, but people don't really fuck with them like that. No one's like, yo, that Adam22, he's a cool guy, he's a good guy. That Wack100, man, he's good for the society, he's good for the people. No, everyone's like, man, Wack and Adam22 are such ego-driven, snake-ass douchebags who will do the snakest-ish to anyone close to them. Like how Wack100, his man that's not here no more, that Pooh Rider dude, who a lot of people, I'm not saying he did it, but a lot of people are saying had something to do with him not being here anymore, being unalive shortly after touching down. You know what I mean? And Wack was clearly shook at his dude. Dude was a for real rider, you know? And Wack was telling the whole world that he was GAY and fluck with transsexuals and all kinds of other ish, you know what I'm saying? And if you just watch the Point and Shoot new video, Adam struck down former No Jumper host that left. He killed off their platforms with copyright, all kinds of ish, like he's doing right now on Instagram to this We Starvin guy, or this West T Arvin, like West T Watson. I don't know, who is this guy? Is this the same neo-Nazi skinhead that was being talked about before when Lush got deaded off? Lush, you lied to me. And AD and them left, and he was talking about, yo, AD don't even be knowing he's talking to a neo-Nazi. Is that the same guy? And this is huge with this dude because he's got all the dirt on the 22-ster, right? The 16, the New Hampshirean cuck, is Point and Shoot calls him. He's got his number, right? Someone's got to interview this guy. Like, this is, tap in those that are more aware of this dude. I remember at one point in time, Milk74 was posting a lot of his ish on the gram, and we see Adam just deaded off his Instagram. He's copyright striking Instagram ish down quickly, and we see all the stuff about the collusion behind the scenes. Like, this is fucking nuts, man. Like, Russian interference in a US election. I mean, someone's got to talk to this guy. Adam22 is clearly shook. He's clearly scared. As I pointed out, him and Wack100, the same snake ass individuals that nobody flux with or rocks with or likes or anything. Point and Shoot's got his second jump off the ground, thank goodness. And I can't wait with this lawsuit. I was all happy when we saw that No Jumper backed off their case. But come to find out, we know this other individual in the sucker ass games he's playing, and it's coming to this point that Point and Shoot is following forth with that lawsuit. Hopefully he should win if things actually push on in a righteous way. But as we know, this ain't the justice system. It's a court of law, and whatever kind of justice or righteousness doesn't always happen in courtrooms. A lot of time bullshit happens, but I just can't see any way when these two get through court and it's all laid out. As I've heard Point and Shoot say in his video too, he has an attorney who I'm sure is someone who is on point with Point and Shoot, and there's just no way that bullshit sucker ass loopholes and fake court filings can work when it all comes down to it, man. So, you know, I hope that he makes content about that with his journey, and this should be a big deal, like major news that should change the game and stop whole games from being played and all that. It's crazy. That's what the game and Wack100 are doing too in their fuckboy ways of holding back the actual assault judgment from old girl that sued the game and won. He ain't want to show up to court. Default judgment. Then showed up to court, but would always like not show up sometimes and not bring what the court said. And you know what I mean? They've been playing all these games for all these years with shell companies, and it's coming to the point where they're going to catch a criminal case for that or whatever. And the game, who says documentary 3 is still coming, you know what I mean? Like, people ain't really respecting him like that no more because of the scammery with the fake mixtapes, the weirdo shit that he did running around with that one Vitali dude, kicking it with pedos and all that. And you know, Wack100 disrespecting the legacy and memory of the late great Nipsey Hussle, who G-checked Wack100 to his face when he was alive. And then, you know, the game got the Nipsey Hussle face tats and everything else, and was selling that Prolific Records merch. And you know, like, he can't do anything to Wack or say anything because Wack will expose footage of him getting KO'd and everything else that he's got, you know, when the game got slept by Rosemo in the mall. And like, just that's how Wack operates, like a dirty politician. And you know, to tie things back together with what's going on with Adam22 and the sucker games he plays, and the way him and Wack are the same guy all in one. And then now Adam tripping when the rabbits got the gun, right? It ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun, or when he's in the position other people are in, where he's out here taking L's in the blogosphere, and now this We Starvin' or West T. Arvin dude is leaking out the secrets. Like, this is just absolutely bonkers. Swattings, him, you know, pondering starting a point and shoot based channel to troll back on Fig, him hating on other individuals. Like, this is just all so crazy. So I'm hoping someone interviews this We Starving guy, or just, you know, maybe it's a slow burn type thing where he's just gonna continue to chill back in the cut and put out different pieces of info and whatnot. You know, like, it's crazy. Adam22 is shook like a motherfucker right now. I wonder how they developed the rapport in which they did. But as I'm just kind of jumping around all over the place, everyone, you know, tap in, join the discussion. As always, don't forget to sub up. But like, this really shows you how these individuals, Adam, Wack, and Wack's battery in the back, toy soldiers, and just everything, like, these motherfuckers ain't really ish. They ain't shit. They're just some goofballs. And like, look at 600 for instance, right? This dude, one of the biggest laughing stocks in all the blogosphere. Look at him jocking Wack100. And that's what the thing with him and Loki Shmula is. Loki and 6ix9ine have beef going way back, you know what I mean? And we know Adam and 6ix9ine have some kind of like love affair type deal. Pause, you know what I mean? 6ix9ine out here methed up, going back, tweaking and geeking, violating his federal probation. And fucking 600 is one of his minions, right? One of his battery in the back toy soldiers that no one respects. He's got horrible AI music. He sucks at boxing. Nothing he says makes sense. The other battery in the back ass bitch is sitting with part of a crazy federal indictment right now. Obviously, loose cannon another big liar, talking about he produced for Nas and all this other shit. Like, nope, that's all fact checkable and it's all lies and everyone's checked into it. You're full of ish, you know what I mean? But Wack100 used you up like a blogosphere whore and got you to go on to the platform, which Big U cease and desisted that down. Obviously see why now. You know, not all of the things were true, but obviously we see what was brought up in that indictment with the weed shop and all that. But look at his other minion, you know, like he'll let Wack100 bend him over just like Loose Cannon did. Stupid idiots, these guys. But he's like, look, 6ix9ine was right. The truth can never be disrespected. I always get a crack out of that, or I always crack the fuck up, a laugh out of that. Apologies whenever that's referenced by Wack100. It's like, no, whatever bullshit you try to manipulate to be the truth, which never is, some made up cockamamie bullshit offshoot of the truth, can never be disrespect, which it is. You know what I'm saying? Just like he went after Afeni Shakur, R.I.P. to the Queen. And again, Nipsey Hussle would always try to say, I didn't disrespect it. You know what I mean? Just the goofball shit. But he's like over here talking about 6ix9ine was right about Young Thug. And obviously we saw with the 1090 Jake, Young Thug snitching conspiracy, the way that all came out, that Wack100 before was like, no, he curved the police. But, you know, because CEO P, another guy Wack seemingly has this deep affection for, pause. This shit is just so goofy, you can't make it up. But then he flipped the script and went the other way with it, that, you know, he's a cold rat. But 600's like, yeah, so 6ix9ine's right, you know what I mean? I'll let Wack bend me over for everything I'm worth, which ain't about nothing. And, you know, I'll talk my way right into a prison cell, just like Loose Cannon did, you know? Like, you can't make this shit up. But yeah, man, hit the comments, everyone. What do you think about this, about all the secrets of Adam22's just being exposed by this what we starving dude? And, you know, if you think he'll tap in with someone and do an interview and, you know, put it all out there, or it's going to be a slow burn piece by piece, and this crazy epic legal battle which we're seeing with point and shoot and Wack100's you know, battery in the back bozos, as well as his you know, people that he is deeply affectionate for. Let's discuss it all in the comments, man. Sub up, let's talk. It's coffee. I'm up out here, and tap in with me on the next one.